Are you curious? Is it better to buy a brand new EC, a resale EC, or a resale condo? EC loan is very low. Wait so long, profit a lot? If you have a budget of 1.6 to 2 mil, you might be wondering, should you buy a new EC with a slightly smaller space or a resale EC with a bit more space but less appreciation? Or maybe a private resale condo that's much bigger but much older. So does age really matters when it comes to appreciation? Let's break it down. Everyone knows that buying an EC is similar to striking Toto because when the EC MOPs, it gives great capital appreciation. After an EC gets its TOP and when it reaches 5 years MOP period, it typically appreciates significantly. It typically appreciates significantly because ECs are government subsidized, making them cheaper than private condos at launch. And once the EC privatized, they close the gap with the private condos, leading to greater capital appreciation. Let's compare the price difference. New ECs are about 1,050 PSF. New private condos now are about 2,150 PSF. And that is a $500 PSF price gap. So if you buy a 1,000 square feet new EC at 1.65 mil, while a comparable new private condo costs 2.15 mil, you're saving almost $500,000 upfront. And over time, this gap narrows, meaning greater capital appreciation potential. Now, all the above is the usual agent sales talk, right? Well, I usually go a step further. Imagine an EC construction plus MOP is 4 plus 5 years equal 9 years. A typical 3-bed EC unit sells for about 500k profit. So if we divide it by 9 years, it is actually 55,500 profit annually. But honestly, I have also seen MOP ECs or condo that earn more than 150k per year for the next 3 years. Also, I feel it is very hard to buy an EC in today's market with the MFR rate. I have ever had a friend buy an EC a few years ago. They are second timer, about 40 years old, with a combined income of almost 1,000, 16,000. Back then, I was also very scared if they'll be able to secure a unit. Hey, their queue number was 300 plus and were able to buy a 3-bed condo on the first day launch. Otherwise, they would be priced out of the bigger units. If we study the MSR table, a couple who owns 25 years with a household income of 16k, they can loan about 100k plus. With today's EC price at 1.6 to 1.7 mil, it means that they can't take the maximum 75% loan and can only top up the down payment or access with cash or CPF or through pledging. I have also spoken to younger couples who earn a combined 12k income as first timer. Let's say their loan is 30 years, so they can only loan about 750k thereabout. But they don't have the capital appreciation of the first BTO as seed money to make up the difference of 900k. So sadly, they can't afford to. Option 2, buying a resale EC that is less than 10 years old. Let's say the average PSF is about 1,004 to 1,005 PSF, and the 1,000 square feet size unit will cost about 1.4 to 1.5 mil. Now, this is interesting because I have personally transacted a number of MOP ECs and I have seen them grow too. Resale ECs are more affordable than private condos and still offer decent capital appreciation potential. Upon MOP, the sellers are able to see huge capital gain because the first buyer bought under the MSR of 30% of his pay, while the resale buyer can loan at 55% TDSR, which is much higher, hence the wide profit margin. When I was selling MOP EC like Park Life, Water Bay, or serving buyers for Ecopolitan, the buyers asked me, hey Kiat, will I still be able to earn reasonable profit later? I give them this simple example. EC will reach a full privatization on the 10th year mark. So the first owner will make about the biggest profit with, say, 3/4 of the total 10-year capital gain, while the second buyer will make 1/4. So it's something like this ratio. For resale, especially MOP EC, the concept is to buy as big as possible. Please don't buy a property that is growing below what you can afford, meaning don't underbuy. I also have a strategy to time when is a good time to buy MOP EC. It has consistently worked for my buyers, so do reach out to me for a consultation. Now let's look at option 3, buying a resale private condo. The average price in the OCR is about 1,006 PSF. So what can you afford? For a 1,000 square feet unit, so it's about 1.6. If you're looking at 1,200 square feet, it's about 1.92 mil. So with this budget, you will likely be looking at private resale condo that's about 20 years old. So while private condos do not have restrictions like the EC, older development generally appreciate much slower and might require higher maintenance costs. So which option is good for you? If you prioritize capital appreciation, a brand new EC gives you the best upside due to its government subsidized price and potential for capital growth. If you want a bigger space at a lower price, the MOP EC might be a better choice. And if you value full private condo status without any restriction, a resale private condo is an option, but at a higher entry level and a slower cap rate appreciation. At the end of the day, it depends on your objective. If you would like to explore your best options, do DM me for more insights.